Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Face to Face, the Apter Chat, right here on OneWrestling.com. My guest once again, yo, KG Kevin Gill, the man who, along with the Insane Clown Posse, made me a Juggalo. So welcome back. On our first segment, we had discussed the Fuse TV show, the Insane Clown Posse show that's on Wednesday nights, Eastern Time at what time?
10 p.m. Eastern.
10 p.m. Eastern Time. And we also discussed the possibility of Vampiro leaving that show and you possibly getting that spot. But what I want to talk to you about is something brand new that I've never seen done in the pro wrestling sports entertainment industry. This is groundbreaking, and I think it's fantastic. When I heard of this thing, I said, wow, why hasn't anybody done this before? So look out there and tell all our viewers what this is all about. Groundbreaking. You're hearing it right here on One Wrestling.
Truly, and now Bill Apter, a man who's seen it all and done it all.
And stop calling me Shirley.
If he's telling you it's groundbreaking, you can take it to the bank, brother. But it is. I'm so excited to be associated with this. A buddy of mine, Jake Znarowski, as we like to say, or Snuff Daddy, he runs a company called Rocks Off in New York City. So it's the Rocks Off Pro Wrestling Film Festival. Him, a buddy of ours, Mike, and myself, they came up with the idea, and we started.
Mike Johnson, who's a very dear friend of mine. Yes.
Good old Mikey J.
Yeah.
So they came up with the idea. They came to me. We made it official. They appointed me host. The three of us run it together. We're partners in it. We're the curators of it, and we're bringing 3 days of pro wrestling films, special guests, Q&As, and a live comedy performance by the #1 wrestler on the internet and the ambassador of independent wrestling, Colt Cabana. And
yes, I gave at Pro Wrestling Day last year. I gave him an award of him being the ambassador for independent pro wrestling. Yeah.
True indeed, true indeed. And that's all going down November 21st through the 23rd at the historic Crane Theater on the Lower East Side of New York City. And for more information, you can go to rocksoff.com/filmfest.
Now, I've read a lot about what the films will be so far that have been announced. And one of the films that I am dying to see is that the Hulk Hogan fan of all time, Chris Sader.
Yep.
I believe it's Sader, correct?
Yep.
Who I have known since he was a kid following Hulk Hogan, has documented his whole life of being the Hulk Hogan fan, groupie, whatever you want to call him, of all time. And there's a film now that will be shown at this festival about his obsession and his friendship that eventually developed with Hogan through thick and thin.
And how amazing is that? You know, you talk about living the dream and keeping that PMA. Here's a guy who's a super fan of Hulk Hogan. It affects his whole life. He goes on to meet Hulk Hogan, and from fanship to friendship.
Yeah.
And we're so happy to be doing the exclusive New York City screening of this film. And that's going to kick off our Saturday. That's going to be our first showing on our Saturday there.
And now I understand also that during some of the films afterwards, some of the people that were the filmmakers and producers will actually be holding Q&As. Can you tell us something about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, kicking it off, on the Thursday night, our opening night, we're doing what we call the Steel Cage Shorts, where we're going to show a series of short films, and then we're going to have Colt Cabana and friends commentate over really bad wrestling.
That I remember.
That's going to be going down live in the room there. So that's our kind of very special opener. For Friday night, we have a brand new film called 7 Levels of Hate.
Adam Pearce, Colt Cabana.
Yeah.
I'm in that, by the way.
Awesome. Well, now ticket sales, we just sold another 15 tickets, Bill Apter.
Thank you. My all 15 people in my family will buy that. But go ahead.
I could say that I was a big proponent of bringing in 7 Levels of Hate because to me, who better than to tell a wrestling story than a veteran pro wrestler who's a first-time filmmaker and producer, making his own.
And a former National Wrestling Alliance heavyweight champion of the world.
Right. Right, a former, you said it, Bill Apter, and here he is, and you think there's all this drama in the ring and on the promo, but the real drama is behind the scenes. It's in the boardroom and the meeting room, and so it's so exciting to have a first-time filmmaker, long-time pro wrestler, and Adam Pearce to bring his brand new movie, which documents his feud with Colt Cabana and the issues with the NWA that occurred throughout. And we're very happy to announce that Adam will be coming in from San Diego to do the Q&A for that, and that's Friday, November 22nd at the Pro Wrestling Film Festival. So excited to have Adam on. Obviously a very respected and revered person in wrestling, and it just feels like such a positive thing, man.
Oh, it is. Now, there also one of the things I'm excited about is tell us about the film regarding the old ECW.
Oh yes, I mean, what can't you say about Barbed Wire City?
What an incredible! I've seen it, and it's incredible. John
It's
Filipavich.
Yeah, it's the ultimate. I supported it on Kickstarter. I was like I said, I grew up in the East Coast, so ECW, Paul Heyman, and Tommy Dreamer, and that whole Stevie Richards, that whole crew changed my life and my perception of wrestling forever. And just to having been there when they were filming a lot of that stuff, and then to see it played out so many years later, it was just really exciting. I thought they captured the movie, the spirit of ECW, the price people paid. The
Yes.
entertainers paid the real price. Fans paid the price for the ticket, but the entertainers paid the ultimate. The wrestlers paid the ultimate price, Bill After.
So what is the website where people can follow this, find out everything about it, and as films? And I also want to mention that I've been involved recently with the producers of a new film called Behind the Ropes, and I understand that some teasers from that film will probably be shown at this film festival as well. And tell us where people can go to find out more about this.
Sure. And real quick, one other film, if I could plug real quick,
Oh,
is
please
the
do.
Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies. Are you familiar with this movie?
One of my favorites, yes.
So it's starring Jim Duggan, Matt Hardy,
Yep.
Rebby Sky, Kurt Angle, and I'm probably leaving out a dozen wrestlers. But to me, the ultimate formula, pro wrestling and zombies. We're going to have the director of that film present, for director and producer of that. We're going to have a bunch of guys. We're going to have the director and producer of Barbed Wire City, along with some special ECW guests
Yes, yes.
in for a Q&A as well. So for
This
us,
is great.
the Q&As are just as much of an exciting. Of course, will you have an opportunity to get your autograph? Yes, you will. To get that photo signed, whatever it is you need. The wrestlers there, a lot of them will have their merchandise with them. So this is the first time ever thing. It's never been done. And
It's
all
incredible. Where do people go to find out?
that you support it, go to rocksoff.com.
ROCKS.
ROCKS.com/filmfest.
Okay, and we will be getting updates from you, Kevin, here on OneWrestling.com on a regular basis, and hopefully to have full coverage of the entire event.
Absolutely, Bill. If your schedule permits, we'd love to invite you down. And just to send that message to everybody, please support this. It's the first annual. It's something we want to do, but we need your support. So let's roll it forward. All the movies are $5 showings, and there's a limited Iron Man pass, which is $20, gets you into everything, and early admission into the theater. But those are going quickly.
Fantastic. Follow everything at rocksoff.com. That's where you can go to buy everything, find out the schedule, etc. And Kevin Gill, KG, thank you so very much. And don't forget, fans, to also watch Fuse TV Wednesday nights Eastern Time, 10 o'clock, to see the Insane Clown Posse. And that's a wrap. And by the way, where can people go to their website, the Juggalo Championship Wrestling.com, correct?
Yeah, there's a JuggaloWrestling.com.
JuggaloWrestling.com.
Yep, and HatchetGear.com, of course.
Okay,
As well.
Hatchet Gear. All right, that's a little what you can see on my shirt here, little Hatchet Gear. All right,
Exactly.
thank you again for making me a Juggalo many years back.
Oh, brother, I'll always say this. For being a Juggalo, it's not about who's excluded. It's about everyone's included. It's all just we're one family of unique individuals under a flag of creative freedom, Galapta. It's a wonderful place, Daddy.
If you will. Bill After, KG, Kevin Gill, we'll see you at the matches, and don't forget, Rocks Off.